Can I now invite one of the daughter of Kashmir, who is working very hard, very closely with our organization and other organizations all over the country, chairperson of British Kashmiri Women Council, Rana Shama Nazir, to say a few words. She is helping me a lot all over the country to bringing these ladies forefront of Kashmir issue.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, respected elders, brothers and sisters. I stand here as a free British Kashmiri woman, and I feel honoured and thank you for giving me this opportunity to present the Kashmir issue on behalf of the British Kashmiri Women Council. My dear late father has left his legacy behind for me to continue, so that together we can help support the cause of Kashmir, which is very close to my heart. As we all know, we've spoken before, the Kashmir conflict has been going on for decades, since the independence of India and Pakistan in 1947. It's been more than half a century, and the Kashmir is on the back burner. 70 years later, still unresolved. Why do we have to continue to wait and suffer? Men, women and children tortured every day. I cannot even begin to speak of the horrors that take place. India needs to give the freedom and space for the people of Kashmir to decide for themselves. The NAM summit in 1998, where the great Nelson Mandela, rest his soul, raised the issue. He said Kashmir is a concern for all, and he was actually accused of making reference to it. Nehru, in the Constitution of India, said that Kashmiri's wishes should be fulfilled. I would like to share a few facts and perhaps some solutions to the problems. In the Guinness Book of Records, of the World Records, it states that Kashmir is the world's highest battlefield, and it's the most militarized zone and the largest pending dispute on the planet. What more evidence is needed? The international community of Red Cross confirmed torture in Kashmir. Thousands of unidentified mass graves, over 5,000, have been uncovered through the state in the past few years, and we're counting. These families whose children have disappeared want to know if these mass graves contain their loved ones. But instead of providing any information to them, they are testing, instead of testing and identifying the bodies, they want the families to submit DNA. Instead of the Indian government apologising and trying to amend these ghastly, horrific violations, instead they turn it into a further intelligence gathering exercise. The government needs to provide them information so they can put their loved ones to rest. More than 10,000 disappearances, more than 3,000 widows and counting. Thousands of our mothers, sisters and daughters are being horrifically raped, dishonoured, tortured and killed by the Indian Army and security forces since 1948. Parents, out of fear, will not send their children to get an education in case they are raped, killed or tortured or detained. Women are afraid to seek employment as they are constantly living in fear. Kashmiris too have a right to an education and employment. Soldiers should be at the border posts. They should not be in Srinagar or other valley towns. Let the state police do the policing. There is one armed soldier to every 5 to 7 people in Kashmir. Up to 1 million troops stare at each other across the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. Kashmir is not part of India's communication network. You cannot send SMS messages within Kashmir. Facebook and social media is monitored. People are hunted down if they write anything the state does not like. Stop banning and deporting people. Allow free movement. There are many writers and journalists, even tourists, who are deported, denied freedom of movement unless they can prove they are not a criminal. Kashmiris are detained under draconian laws such as the Public Safety Act, which allows armed forces to detain people up to 2 to 3 years without charge. The National Hydroelectric Power Corporation controls the water and it sells it back to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Many power projects have been retained illegally. Kashmir is a vast region where people belonging to different castes and religions abide, and for the survival of the region, it's important to respect the feelings and the sentiments of each other. Modern history bears testimony that the British have endeavoured to recognise the people's sovereign rights. The struggle of the masses shaped destinies, and we have seen independent nations emerge. Again, I make reference to the great Nelson Mandela and apartheid in South Africa. No one ever thought that this could be eliminated, yet it was witnessed by the entire universe. In the name of humanity, I'm urging everyone to help resolve this without delay by putting ideas together and summarising every opinion, because together we can strengthen voices, the unheard voices. It is our duty, each and every one of us, to raise our voice against violence and injustice. So we need to come forward and enlighten with new views and ideas. Let's create that vision to educate and raise awareness, engage and empower more good friends to help make a difference, bring peace and harmony into the world. Every individual has a right to have a dream and the right to an education, so why not them? And that's not just Kashmir, but around the world, which includes Palestine and Syria. We need more men and women like all of us to get involved and make a difference. So let's strengthen our beliefs in the ideals of democracy, respect human rights, and have the tolerance for equality and diversity. Thank you for listening.